filter sweep. Today I'm going to use the iPad to trigger some notes via the Step Poly Arp application and have that connected to the OPZ over MIDI, and just use this as a way to generate some notes that I can record into the OPZ that I don't play myself. Then I'm going to do some changes on the master, some key changes and some performance changes, but more than anything I want to illustrate ways that you can control randomization so that it works to your benefit. I think it'll make more sense as I show you some examples. So I'm going to start with the bass, and on Step Poly Arp, one thing I want to do is I've already connected this via Bluetooth. So you can see here on Step Poly Arp, OBC Bluetooth is selected on MIDI out. MIDI in, I don't have anything on because I don't want the OPC to trigger any sort of MIDI notes back into here. And then sync I have to OPZ Bluetooth. So it's basically going to sync tempo, but it doesn't appear to sync the start-stop points. Okay, and then what I want to do is, on this channel, I want to do random mono. And if I press play here, you can hear the click track, and then we'll just do like C2. Oh, I forgot one important thing. Okay, I have this to the wrong MIDI channel, so I want to map this to the same MIDI channel as the bass, which is MIDI channel 5. So MIDI out to channel 5. Cool. Now press play. Okay, and then I'm going to change this track to be basically 2 bars. And let me just try another randomization. I'm not liking this too much. This first part isn't going to sound too good, but bear with me. Okay, stopping this. Now it's OPZ playing the notes that I recorded. And then I'm going to quantize that a little bit. Maybe I'll shift the notes a little bit. Now it sounds kind of interesting. Okay, I'm going to move on to this next track. Okay, I just did this random sequence over here to basically change the parameters. But what I'm going to do is go back into MIDI settings here, MIDI channel 6 for this channel here, and then I'm going to do another randomize, random mono. I can't really hear that. Let's see. Try to randomize it again. Okay, and then I'll make this 2 bars here and record the notes. Then I'll stop it here and do a little quantize. Alright, it's all in C, which is fine for now. And then I'm going to go to, I'm not going to choose the ARP track here. It has its own arpeggiator, but I am going to go to the chords track. And I'm going to do the same sort of thing. So this is channel 8, map it out here, and I'm going to do another random. Maybe I want something with the longer notes. that's fine. I'll just record that. I'll change this to 2 bars, and then I'll record those notes in. And then I'll stop that. Do a little quantize action. Now, see if I can shift the notes to make it sound pretty good. Okay, now I'm basically, I'm done with the Step Poly Arp for now. I can just kind of show you what's going on with the screen here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to, well, for one, turn that clock down. Sorry about the metronome, that was really loud. Alright, so now we're going to go to the master track. And everything in what's this, key F major? Well, so I'm going to basically, let's see, choose 4 bars, and I'm going to play a sequence. Let's see what sounds good. Let's make it 8 bars, make it interesting. And maybe I do need that click track still a little bit. Okay, cool. All right, so I'm going to play in some key changes on the master track. I'm going to record that performance, and it's basically going to take everything that was in C and then change the key, and transpose it according to what I'm playing here. Okay, so let's start. Okay, so 8-bar sequence, I just kind of played in something. Let me just tighten that up a little bit. Okay, now, so it's sounding a little bit more interesting. I think where it gets to be even cooler is if you go to the performance track, and I'm going to program 1 note. I'm going to stretch it, make the note as long as the whole loop, and choose this randomization button here. And now you have something that is even more interesting. It just started out as 1 note, and now we have something that's a lot more complex and harmonically kind of working with each other, which is pretty cool. And then on the performance track here, if you just add some other layers of effects, it gets even cooler. Oh, sorry about the click track. Let me take that out. Sorry, forgot about that. Yeah, shorter notes. Filter sweep. So I think it's pretty neat that I didn't even have to play any notes in except for the transposition of the master track, but it took all the notes that were in C and then it made them something really interesting. And this is something that I've been finding with the OPZ is when you want to use some of these transposition and randomize effects on the master tracks, the performance tracks, it's better to start out with something that's like harmonically simple so it doesn't get overly complex and fall apart. One other thing that is good to know is like if you hit the mix button over here and you choose to mute the master track and your performance track, it basically mutes those 2 effects. So if I keep the master transposition muted and then I go back to the performance, this is just the randomize effect over everything, which it's still interesting and on its own. It's pretty cool. And then master, just a transposition back in there. Cool. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed this. Subscribe if you're into this sort of thing. I'll keep posting more stuff.
Microwave ZTV.
Peace.